Alright, chasing the Metroid Prime. See what we got over here.
I don't get why he didn't just have this one. Oh wait, no, I never mind. I know why. I was gonna say I don't know why he didn't just have the final boss as one big video, but yeah, it took him forever to get through the first form. Just because he refused to scan it, then eventually looked it up.
Oh boy, look at this.
Well, color coordination is pretty tough.
Oh shit, look at this.
It came out of its shell.
What the hell?
Personally, I don't like Metroid Prime's eyes. That's just the one thing that bugs me. It's just, oh, it's mean mugging me now. Everything.
You want to double jump
wow,
over
12
that?
damage.
Not hurting her.
Why? It only does 12 damage.
Why don't you scan it and figure out what it's weak to, Phil?
Maybe super missile?
If only I could scan it, it would tell me that none of my guns can hurt it.
Wait, what's going on? Oh?
She's
Wow,
invisible!
It went invisible. How am I supposed to see it?
X-ray? Oh yeah, X-ray.
Still not hurting it, Philip.
So what do you think his reaction's going to be when it turns into another wavelength that isn't the X-ray?
He's going to call it bugged.
It's supposed to let me see invisible things, but I can't see her.
How were you supposed to know that you were supposed to use the phazon pools?
It says to charge up my phazon gun. What?
Super missile. Oh great, it untargeted her.
Because she went invisible.
Can you figure this out now, Phil? Come on, you very clearly dropped the phazon pool.
Yeah. Well, bosses in games never drop power-ups for you to use.
Heck?
I think the game's
Red
glitched.
only.
You guessed it.
Are you sure he guessed it? Oh yeah, I guess he
did
would
nothing,
have
it
to.
bounced. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's not scanning, no screen chat.
Missile.
Yeah. Huh.
Of course, this is what happens when Phil doesn't have his hand held by the stream chat. It's just, oh, what do I do? Well, I guess I gotta look it up. What's that weird rectangle at the top when I look at my visors? Probably nothing.
Beginner's trap. How were
I
you
know how to
supposed to know
see it.
this?
I don't know how to hurt it. I can't hurt it.
Very obvious.
I forget. I think he actually does claim that at some point.
Good. I'm glad to hear that even without stream chat, he's still using his tried and true methods.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, how do you not know what to do when you very clearly see the pool get dropped?
You've tried every weapon now, Phil. Yeah, try the ice beam again. It worked so well the first time.
Use the ice spread, but that's its
I'm
weakness.
sorry. I'm not gonna
Use a flamethrower.
It's a classic case of you need to know what to do to kill the boss, and you're supposed to try 5,000 times, and I'm not going to try 5,000
Yeah,
times.
you know what you need to do, Phil? I don't know what the control is for it on the Wii U gamepad or on the Wii nunchuck, but you basically hit the button to go to your scan visor, and it tells you what to do.
Yeah.
Here.
Although I don't know why I'm bitching about it, because
strategy guide.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know why I'm bitching about it, because in Metal Gear Solid 2 and like all that jazz, when they had built-in strategy guides for him, he didn't use it.
How do I call people? The Colonel just comes in, Samus, you have to stand in the pool of phazon.
Form 2.
I can't use the codec in this game because there's no select button. What the hell?
Has 2 attacks.
Why can't I call Anthony? Really just comes in and yells at her.
That's why you can't use the scan visor, because Adam didn't authorize it.
Oh,
keep evading the
gotcha.
attacks until he will make a phazon pool. Then go into the phazon pool with your blaster.
Now is Metroid Prime he or she? Like, I usually call it she just because it turns into Dark Samus later.
Blaster powered up. What?
You know, when you're a giant mutated Metroid, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Stand in the phazon pool and use a phazon beam to attack.
Did I ever get that power up?
Hold down your charge button to charge up phazon shots while in the pool. How the hell would you know this?
By
Now remember
scanning.
to charge up. Yeah. Now remember, Phil, charge up the gun.
I think we got the layout of Metroid Prime's lair by now. Can we look at something else, please?
Oh, come on. The designers put a lot of work into this.
Okay. Okay.
Wow,
because
that
it's
is
retro, I'll
game
allow
mechanic
it.
that's introduced only for the final boss fight. So there's a phazon
That never
pool.
happens.
This is it right here, I think.
There's
Yeah, look.
never any mechanic only introduced for the final boss fight.
Where did he go?
Go
Did
to a
he
different
never-
visor.
Did he never play any Super Nintendo game ever?
No, he was too busy during Street Fighter in that era. Come on, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I heard it a little bit.
Go into the phazon pool.
I think this is-
Pro
this is
tip,
the
if you
phazon
can't see
pool,
her,
yeah.
she changed the wavelengths. She seems to be following a pattern of visible, invisible, thermal.
Charge up the gun,
Yeah, I'm shooting it right now. Look.
like the strategy guy told you.
You may want to stand in the middle of the puddle so you don't keep swapping in and out.
No, you want to walk forward,
find
then
the
walk
phazon.
back for no reason whatsoever, constantly going out of the pool.
Over there.
You know, I love how cool the gun looks when you stand in the phazon.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah, just ignore the Metroids. Well, it's baby mode. What the fuck?
Yeah. What's going
Can't see.
on?
What the fuck? There's a
Look how
Metroid
slowly he
on
drains his health,
there.
too.
Summon Metroids.
Why would you plant bombs and then roll away from them?
There. Fucking super bomb. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, they might hurt me.
I got some health
The Metroids die to
items.
one
Yeah.
shot from the phazon cannon anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Phazon pool. Right
But you
here,
both in
yeah.
normal and easy, so.
Wow, why couldn't I have this ability when I fought the Omega Pirate?
I was in hyper mode. It disappeared. Oh, the pool moved.
It's
There
a shame
you
that Phil's
go.
never going to notice that her gun changes when she stands in the phazon pool.
Nice, shocking the shit out of her.
I didn't understand that I'm supposed to use
Damn.
this charge shot, that it would make the
Tons of
boss fight go
damage right
by
there.
faster.
Wow, he accidentally froze that Metroid.
Yeah. No, but he didn't realize because he has the thermal visor on.
Dodge the fight until a phazon pool shows up. Then you shock and you change wavelength. That's the whole fight. Okay.
Alright, wow. How were you supposed to figure that one out, Phil, unless you had a strategy guide?
I was about to say, obviously you read the strategy guide.
I don't see if, oh, is there a phazon pool right there? No, nothing right now.
It's see
there's
that now
one.
there's going to be a pool.
Do you want to clear the room with the Metroids, too? Just so you don't
wavelength
have
change.
one... Or so you have one less thing to worry about?
There we go.
It always
Yeah.
it bugs me too that he
Metroid,
doesn't
get out.
realize when like Metroid Prime is going to change wavelengths.
Yeah,
It
shocking.
should be obvious that it always does that after it creates a pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you froze a Metroid by accident.
Take care of them,
Frozen.
Phil. That's the only way to kill Metroids now is power bombs.
Super bomb.
Oh, he probably read that Super Bombs. He probably read that with the Fusion Metroids.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I don't see a phazon pool right now.
Because
so
otherwise
keep
those things are
dodging
really
till
annoying to
phazon
kill
pool
because it just
shows
keeps
up.
splitting.
I mean, it's cool at the same time. That's really annoying. You get all these
Do you
items.
think
during
he
the
knows
game,
that
now you
Metroid
can't
Prime is
use them
actually a
at all.
Metroid?
They're all worthless. You have to wait for a special pool.
No,
to hit the
probably
fucking
not, because
boss.
he didn't
Come on.
scan it.
I seriously would have been doing this multiple times until I figured it out.
What are you, retarded?
Yeah.
You would not, for
I
once,
see a
say,
pool.
hey, let me step in this pool it keeps creating for no reason whatsoever.
My 2-year-old nephew
Pool
could
right
figure
now,
this
so I'm
out.
gonna keep dodging, I guess.
Why can't I step in this pool right here and get Hyper Beam? What the hell?
Yeah.
There's one.
There's phazon all
Yeah.
around it, right?
I see it. Spawns
Oh, wow, it made
Metroids.
Hunter
Spawns
Metroids, that's
Metroids
cool.
also makes the pool.
Yeah, and Phil finally realized that they're Metroids. He might have just called them that by accident, but still.
What's going on? No, I don't want to do that. I want to shoot. with
Yes, you
Metroid
do. It's
Prime.
draining your energy.
Sorry, it's gonna give him
There we go.
100 energy anyways.
Nice.
Thankfully, only 20. Not that he can ever lose this boss fight, because the boss deals so little
Okay.
damage. Remember when this boss was almost kind of
It's a cool
challenging?
final boss. I do like the looks of it a lot.
See, but looks aren't everything. You have to know the
I'll make a
gameplay.
phazon pool.
I remember
Throwing
this boss was
gameplay
kind
at
of...
Now it's gonna
Yeah, I
be
remember that this boss though was kind of tricky, but like getting through the first form and then getting through the second form without dying. It was your first time playing the game?
I got totally moved.
Because it's easy to dodge everything, but you wouldn't have that much health when you got here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocking. Okay, almost dead. Got almost
It's
no
not the
health
wave
left.
gun, so why is it shocking?
He forgot all the lines from Batman and Robin, so he can't say stay cool or anything like that anymore. Oh, he finally used a missile on a frozen thing in part
Hey.
44, not 34
I got
even.
a missile that I don't need.
Excellent. Maybe there's hyper mode super missiles,
Come on,
Phil.
make it cool. Run out of health here.
I think that's only, pretty sure that's only Prime 3, isn't it?
I don't know. I didn't finish Prime 3 because I'm bad.
Oh.
Yes, point
That's a good
blank,
game,
dude.
though.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have it sitting on my desk
Alright,
right
it's got
here
a
to
tiny
start
bit of
playing
health.
again. So.
Oh, I did it. Never mind. I was going to say there's a tiny bit of health left. Nope. Dead.
Congratulations, Phil.
Damn.
Why did they even give him a
boss.
trophy
Once
or
you know
whatever
what
the
to do,
hell
it's
it
fun.
is on
I
baby
would have never
mode?
figured that out.
I don't know. Should have given him
I
a
seriously would've never
pacifier.
figured that out. I would have been like, what's this pool? What's going on? I don't know how to do it. Uh-oh.
He's
got
grabbing her
Samus.
crotch. Oh, he actually didn't make a remark at that.
Ooh. Aw, they took away all her suit's abilities.
If I was Samus, I'd be like, son of a bitch, that was my best suit.
Run!
Yeah, but that was phazon corruption. I think she got spared in the long run.
Crater collapse imminent. Evacuate immediately.
Well,
This is exactly
I
what
don't know,
happens
if Prime
at the end
3
of
is
the
anything to go
original
by,
Metroid.
that
You
doesn't
have
really
to
do
make a
that much
mad dash
damage to you.
escape.
You can get rid of that eventually.
True.
Oh boy. Oh, well. Now wait a minute. She remote controls her ship?
Yeah.
Why couldn't she do that earlier?
What
that'll
did
make
she
it-
need
Did
it?
her ship follow her around the whole planet when she was doing
That would
all
make it
that
kind of
stuff?
hard to infiltrate.
Kind of silly.
Why would she need it anyways? Like, oh look, there's a beetle.
Well, that's
Shoot
it
it.
for Tallon 4.
Yeah. What? That's it for Tallon 4? What? That was only the crater.
Obviously, the crater is a representation of the world, and that's what's going to happen to it.
And that's it.
Oh wow, it doesn't even show you taking off her
There's no
helmet or
actual
anything.
ending. It just
No.
show that the whole planet explodes. She
What?
escapes on her ship.
When did the whole planet
Apparently
explode?
She killed whatever Metroid Prime was. I don't know if it was the queen of the Metroids, whatever was creating the Metroids to begin with. That was always kind of a mystery in the Metroid universe. You know, what creates the Metroids?
No,
You
it
know-
wasn't. It was a Metroid
But,
queen that creates the
Alright,
Metroids.
so my
What's
overall
Metroid
thoughts
2
about
Return of
Metroid Prime, 'cause I
Samus?
got some very good things to say, and I've
I don't
got
know.
some gripes. All right.
Oh wow, really,
I
Phil?
said this right at the beginning of the game.
Of course, he has some gripes.
The game is a good classic combination of that old school Metroid gameplay
Everything you
Alright.
hated.
and you know, modern day first person shooter mechanics, right?
Everything
It
you
really
love.
is. It's a good combination. And I like that.
Yep.
I like that they tried to say, okay, how do you modernize a
How many more
formula
ways is he going to
from the
say that he
1980s
liked
was
this
an
one
incredibly
thing?
popular game. We can't obviously make that.
He's just gonna drone on and on about it, I'm sure.
Graphics and make them look better and make it a side-scrolling platformer. No, we're gonna actually make it Metroid with first-person shooter mechanics. And it's kind of funny because at the time, if you remember,
Well, you have a
You
gun.
had,
That's like saying Super
Castlevania
Metroid's
Symphony
a
of the
third-person
Night.
shooter.
kinda took
To me, anyway.
formula of the original Metroid games.
Remember
and
in
took
Call
it
of
to
Duty
this
where you turned into a
Metroidvania,
ball and rolled around?
Yeah, I got
combinations
pissed
and
off every time
really
Soap told me that I
action
needed the space jump to get to a new
puzzles,
area.
almost RPG style elements and a little bit of it.
That wall jump, though,
But
was just
what
killing
this
me that
game did
entire
is it took it a
time.
different direction.
I couldn't find a way to get the screw attack,
That's called Metroidvania.
I
so
think
Soap couldn't do it.
No,
the
it's
game got way
Metroid-
too easy when they gave you the
Metroid
super
FPS
missile, though. I mean, you were just going around shooting Russians
I like
left
that
and right
because
with it.
It did. It modernized the game, and I can understand why. When this game was released in what was it, 2001, 2002?
Not gonna look it
Why
up.
it had such appeal? Because at that time, remember, the first-person shooters were becoming all the rage, and you know, you wanted to modernize it.
First off, why does Phil always say all the rage? Second of all, how does he remember that when he is so absorbed with the Street Fighter?
A lot of the normal enemies, a lot of the abilities.
They were
Samus's
first
model
person-
had
The
so.
original
I never
Metroid
realized that
game,
Samus's model had a
the
couple
thing is,
supervisors.
Screw attack wasn't in there. I've actually heard that that's actually added later on in future Metroid Prime games.
But I mean, like,
But I like that they did that.
there
They
were
took the
first-person
classic
games
and
before
modernized
this, so it
for the
can't be
game.
all the
It's
rage.
cool to play a
Yeah.
game that's not the original.
Like
and say,
Halo?
Wow, it really does feel like it's a
I think Halo came first
version
anyway.
of the original
I'm sure it
formula,
did.
And I like that. The music, a lot of the music in the game was outstanding, and I from what I'm to understand, a lot of these
And you sung over it
kind
and,
of
ruined
remixed
a lot of it.
from the original Metroid. I didn't hear the classic theme though. You know, dun dun.
I heard the classic ones.
Bum, bum.
That's the Tallon
I didn't really
Overworld
hear
theme,
that
isn't it?
In the game. Then
Yeah,
again,
pretty
it might have been
much.
in there, but it was so remixed that I didn't even recognize it.
Then you have bad ears.
I'll be honest, a little disappointed in the bosses. I think that the bosses of the game
We're too easy.
could have been a lot better. I would have liked to see Kraid in there. I would have liked to see a Mother Brain cameo. I don't know if those characters show up in future Metroid Prime games. Oh, here we go. Here's our epilogue.
Well, then don't say it's a disappointment if you think that they're going to show up later. Oh, as you can see there, the whole planet exploded from behind him.
She's running away before it explodes, dude.
It certainly wasn't in the background perfectly fine.
For another adventure.
67%.
Normal difficulty unlocked.
67%, 12 and a half hours of playtime.
So what's that? A C plus?
Which is not true.
Or just
I
a C
played
rather,
much
I
longer
guess.
than that,
That's a
but
D
I
plus,
guess
if
maybe it
anything.
doesn't count a lot of stuff that I was doing. And hyper mode difficulty is active, so now you can actually replay the game in hyper
I
mode.
guess.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. I'm not going to do it. By the way, Phil said that the time there was wrong, and he is actually right. It took him 16 hours of straight
So
gameplay
obviously I
to
didn't
finish
find all
this
the
game.
upgrades, and again, I didn't need them. It's kind of funny.
And if we're
people were
including
saying to me
pre-streams
that
and breaks,
the
20
game,
hours.
Phil, you really should be looking for the missile upgrades. You're really going to wish you had them later on. I didn't need them at all. What are you talking about? I
Gee,
didn't need
is
the
it
missiles
because
at
it
all.
was
Like,
baby
for
mode?
The Ridley fight, only needed a few of them to shoot him in the chest.
Yeah.
And that final fight against Metroid Prime, you don't need missiles at all. So I have no
They
idea
come
what
in
you're
handy
talking
for the
about.
Super
But anyway,
Missile, Ice Spreader,
I
Wave
liked it.
Buster,
I
the
liked
one
fact that
timer
the
is
combination of
useful.
Classic Metroid music, character design,
Classic Metroid
enemy
music there. You
design,
didn't hear it all.
Stage design, all that.
You just said he
combined
loved the
with
stage
modern
design.
day
Remember how many
gameplay.
times he
What
was
don't I like
bitching on the
about it? I'll be
platforms?
honest, I had to play it on the Wii U remote, the Wiimote, because this is the Metroid Prime Trilogy version made for the Wii U. You cannot use a gamepad. I would have loved to play this with a gamepad.
Made for the Wii U? I thought it was
honestly
made for the
think
Wii.
Gamepad would have been better for this game. This Wiimote really hinders.
Well,
it, in
it's
my
impossible to
opinion,
find a
that.
copy of Metroid
And
Prime.
It's not as good as it could be because I'm.
Oh yeah,
familiar
it's
with
not like
freaking
Replay
instead
Games
of
over by me
a
has like
standard
5
controller.
copies of them
I
all
had
for
issues
$5
with things
each.
like the grappling hook, whatever they call it in this game.
Because you
Just
sucked
didn't
at
seem to
using
work
it.
properly, right?
Wait, did
A lot
he
of times
actually
You walk
combos
on.
didn't
Did he actually call it the right
properly,
name this
and I've
time?
actually seen people say,
No, he called it the
actually,
grapple
this game
hook.
was known to have
Oh.
wonky
Yeah.
mechanics with that grappling hook. It wasn't me, and I just disliked that. And I dislike the fact that there's cryptic stuff. Let's face it, it's now 2015. Okay,
Cryptics.
when a game comes out today, to put insanely cryptic shit in a game, modern game, is a
Where
death
was-
sentence because
Where did the
modern gamer
cryptology
doesn't
come
want
in?
that.
What the hell am I looking at
Modern
right
gamer.
now?
What is this? What the hell?
This
What
never
am I
happened.
looking at?
Yo, this knows
What the
this
hell
wasn't in
is
the
this?
game.
Geez, this is part of a trilogy or
The stuff that
something?
we were just watching wasn't in the game at all. What is this? This isn't in the game. What? Is there a new game or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole
Wasn't in
game's
the game.
completely changed. You'd be
That
surprised
intro
how much
portion
it
was-
looks.
that was supposed to be like the final boss, but it didn't look like the final boss. It had legs. And then it showed...
That
you
didn't
doing
look
the
like
grapple
Metroid
shit,
Prime.
Or the magnetic ball stuff on something that you don't do in the actual game. I don't know what that was.
Is
You know
this
what that
part
was?
of a
Maybe this is the
trilogy and there's 2 other
trilogy.
games in this?
Wow, I
This
never
is
knew
Metroid
that those
Prime
base
Trilogy.
level ings
Maybe
were
that was showing you
bosses.
stuff from the other games.
Oh, wait, now he
that's
remembers.
Probably what it was then. I'm
What
mind-fucking myself here. But anyway, yeah, some of the stuff that's really annoying. Infinitely spawning enemies. 2015, that
They
doesn't
only
fly
spawn
anymore.
if you move
No
2
one
rooms
put up
away.
with
And were they
spawning
really that
enemies.
hard to
Or at
kill?
least if they're gonna respawn,
No.
give you a little bit of leeway.
Also,
so you can
the,
figure
some of the
stuff
enemies
out
don't respawn, like the Elite Troopers.
before the enemies show up.
Yep.
again.
They're there
Some of the
once.
incredibly cryptic stuff like the backtracking. Now let's face it, in Metroidvania games, it's always been a part. Massive backtracking.
Yep,
But
so
for
why are
a
you bitching
modern
about
game,
it?
Most people probably say, I don't want to have to backtrack to the same area a million times.
Most
This game,
people,
not
I don't
only
have
do you
any
do it
studies to back this
open
up.
New areas to get missile
I took a
upgrades,
poll
to
on
get
my
new
stream chat. They're never wrong.
power-ups.
One
But
person
then,
said it was
You
annoying,
have to
so
go back again to
therefore.
get these Chozo artifacts, so it's kind of like, do every portion of the game 2 to 3 times. Yeah, see, this isn't Metroid Prime. This isn't the original game.
Are you sure? Maybe it's a new game plus.
Things for the different games. Look at that.
Play it on
look,
hyper
they
mode,
actually
Phil.
implemented wall jumping, which was actually part of the original game, so that's kind of neat.
No, it wasn't.
Oh wow, that's
It
pretty
was
cool.
a part of Super Metroid, and not the original 2.
But anyway, I digress. The game it has annoyances, but it's also good. It's well made, and I definitely enjoy Metroid Prime. It's archaic in a lot of ways. Let's face it. Oh, geez, getting those Chozo artifacts. The Chozo artifact that's behind a hidden wall that you cannot see, and there's like no hints at all. Like,
You
how the hell
can
did you
see
ever find
it.
that?
You
need
looked
to
at
know
through
it's there.
at it through
That
the X-ray
final boss
visor, and you
fight,
can
come
see
on.
what's
So
hidden.
final boss, the
You
entire
didn't get
game,
any
like,
hints, but
multiple
I didn't go
guns,
to the area
super
and
bombs,
scan it
missiles,
to find
none
out
of them
where
are
it's
used on the
located.
final boss.
Well, remember, he only went there
it's a new
after he
mechanic
got every
that
other
you learn
artifact.
on the fly,
Right.
and if you lose, you got to redo the whole boss fight from the start. How about no? And I'm sorry, that's why I looked up how to do it. There was no way I was going
Fuck
to redo
you.
the whole final boss over and over and over to find out.
Yeah,
that
because
that's
Metroid
the
Prime
mechanic.
was so hard
And,
to
you know,
figure
in
it
this
out.
day and age,
On baby mode.
it's you
She's
don't do that
white
stuff
now, and she
anymore.
used to be red. What could
But,
that
They were
mean?
trying to do a combination.
Wait,
of
but
kinda
she's not a
classic
space pirate. This
That's what I
doesn't
like
make
about
any
this game.
sense.
And even though, I'll be honest, even though not many people watch me play it, in comparison to, say, a new game or even a a more popular...
By the way, I like how he couldn't
kind
figure
of
out when this
retro
game came
playthrough
out, but it has
I'm happy that I played
copyright
it, 'cause now I can
2002.
say I have a frame of
Not many people
reference
like to watch me
for
play this
Metroid.
game.
If
Is
I
it because
played
you were
another
shitting
Metroid
all
in the
over it
future, I could say,
24/7?
I played Metroid Prime,
Yeah.
I understand this and, this whole era of games that I had, previously
How many more times are we
going
gonna
to
cycle through this, Phil?
Because I was busy doing stuff with Street Fighter and other stuff, and I wasn't really
Yep,
into console
there's
gaming
Street
at the
Fighter.
time, so
Oh, no,
thank
wait, he
you.
can't. I was about to say,
To
couldn't
those
he, like,
of you
flash
who
through the
over the years
artwork, but he
have asked me to
can't, because he
play
didn't
Metroid
scan
Prime.
enough to want any of
I
it.
appreciate the fact that
Not
you
even
were here to check it out,
25%.
and that you did, hang in there, despite the fact that it wasn't necessarily one of the most popular playthroughs I ever did. In fact, it's one of the least popular I've ever done.
For a good
I'm
reason.
okay with that.
Oh, his Wii's going into sleep mode.
I was gonna say,
I'm
oh,
okay
the
with that.
remote's fucking up again.
Because we had fun, right?
No, we
And that's
didn't.
really all
You
it's
didn't
about,
either.
having fun and getting that historical background of the Metroid series. And I'm
Historical?
happy now to have played Metroid Prime. Some have asked, will I ever play Metroid?
The Battle of Waterloo. The battle for Tallon
I'll be honest
IV.
with you. Am I going to put everything out of the way and to do it?
The
Absolutely
War
not.
of the Ing.
What I may do is in the future.
Historical
there's a time
background.
period when
Fuck
I'm
you.
doing
You didn't
something
scan
that is
half the
actually
shit.
quite
When you
popular,
did, you
maybe
said
I'll
fuck
balance
it.
with a Metroid Prime 2 or 3, which I know will not perform well.
I love how he still has no idea
And,
who
and
Metroid
that
Prime
way
is.
it'll
Or what it
balance
is, I
off.
should say.
Or
He's gonna get
if
to
it's
Dark
announced
Samus and
in
be
the
like,
future
what the
that
hell?
some
Where
freak
did she
can't
come
keep
from?
reviving the Metroid franchise.
Because he didn't get
Which
the
may
ending where
happen,
you
people
learn that
wanna
it's actually
see.
Metroid Prime.
Let's face it,
Well, you know,
when they
to be
announced
fair,
that
that's a 100%
Metroid
ending, and
Prime
thank
game,
God he didn't go
which
for
is
that,
really a
because I could
Metroid
not
Prime
sit through
game,
any more videos of
the
this.
E3, there was massive
Oh, we kind of
backlash,
talked
everyone
over it,
thumbed
but
down
one of the
the
things I
trailer
liked
on
is that he
YouTube,
bitched that there
everyone was
wasn't
just
an
making
actual
Metroid
ending
Prime
that he
games
got,
like this
and that's
multiplayer
because he
bullshit.
didn't
We don't want it, we want a real game.
get enough power-ups to
So
get
if
it.
they do eventually announce that there's going to be a new Metroid game, I would consider going back and playing, 2 and 3 of the Metroid Prime trilogy.
There is
As
a
of
new
now,
game
On
coming
baby
out.
mode,
I
of
have no
course.
interest, but I may have interest in the future, depending on
There is a new
circumstances.
Metroid game
Thank you
coming
very
out. It's
much
called
for those of you who
Federation
are
Force.
watching.
You made fun of it during
If you
your
enjoyed it, I
E3
hope to spread the
Nintendo
word and let
stream.
people know that I
We
did
talked
play the
over it
game.
too. He actually did mention it in this
And that's about
ending
it.
Final
Thanks,
Thoughts
everyone.
clip.
I appreciate
And
it.
said that there was
See you later.
massive backlash and he wasn't interested in playing it.
Because, yeah, okay, great.
Same thanks as the previous video, so there's no point in going through those. I do like the likes to dislike ratio. I sort of agree in that I don't get why there's 92 likes. I would get if there's one, because maybe that would be like KG or Phil.
Any good comments you see?
AIA, sorry, says, so can someone explain to me DSP's lack of desire to scan things in this game? When he's struggling with hurting an enemy... When he's struggling with hurting an enemy, the first thing that should pop up in his mind is scan. I think it's just the lack of desire to read things. I think he feels that it's a waste of time to scan when he can just shot things to death. But he actually wastes more time shooting and not doing damage because he doesn't know what to do than scanning it to figure out what to do.
The one and only Mario Man said, I'm going to look up how to fight this boss. I don't got the time, okay? Yeah, because at no point in the game can you, I don't know, scan the enemy in some way.
Somebody else replied to him, but then AIA said back, forgetting to scan things in this game is like forgetting how to shoot, in my opinion. It's fundamental. Sure, you can forget things that are even fundamental to making it through the game, but I really think he didn't use scan because he thinks it's a waste of time. Sid1000 says, he spent more time looking it up online. He really did. He could have scanned.
Yeah, he really did.
It takes a quarter of the time to scan it and then just read.
Umbreon Flash said, if this game is so easy, then play Metroid Prime 2 on Veteran Mode. Also prepare your anus for the Guardians.
I hope that they're still kind of hard on being mode. Rebel Soul Jazz says, everyone please stop telling him to scan. Let this blubbering idiot delude himself into thinking he's a great gamer, and let's watch the rage unfold and have fun. Alexander Corin says, bug mechanics though! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, 1, exclamation point. Littleman393 says, but when did he say he was a great gamer? He constantly says he's not that great. When does he say he's not a great gamer ever? There's also that clip where he's like, I'm one of the best gamers in the country.
Hitsification, I don't know how to pronounce that name, I'm sorry, said, this is one of the least popular playthroughs? What's wrong with the world?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, they have taste. That's what's wrong with them. Nikin Aqua Magna says, well, At least he had fun, sometimes.
Hey, Snookies13 is one of those guys who gave him a like. Left you a like on this video, Phil, but man, you complaining about the phazon pool makes me facepalm. You didn't even scan Metroid Prime's second phase to see what tactics to use against it. Of course you're going to be confused, LOL.
Why did you give him a like if you didn't like the video?
It's a pity like. You know, it's like
gotcha.
a pity lay, it's a pity like.
Gotcha. Honestly, I say congrats for sticking to it and finishing the game, but you used a fucking guide to do it, and when you weren't using that, you fucking latched onto the stream chat like the fucking leech you are. Thank you, the one and only Mario Man. You would say congrats, but oh well. Shangify. Pausing the game while recording to look up a guide is unprofessional, and even worse, you could have scanned the boss and make the whole fight shorter and less frustrating to watch. But again, you're lazy and just want to finish this ASAP, because it doesn't give you a lot of views. You're the worst gamer I ever seen, and any of your fans who defend you should be inside the psychiatric hospital, because they would suicide without you. Ouch.
Mr. Isaac95 is pretty persistent. He said, still waiting on that Jak 3 playthrough, though.
Isn't he the one that commented before on the
Yep,
Jak?
exactly, yep.
I feel like Jak 3 a lot more, because they were a lot more lenient with the checkpoints. Complaining about an 13-year-old game for being archaic is the most pointless shit ever. Learn the context before giving her thoughts. Says, "Fack your mother's SH1T." Careless Nest says, "Okay, who the hell left a like on this video? Present yourselves at once."
Well, there's going to be 92 people on the shooting line right now. Everyone is so excited to see him play Metroid Prime 2 trying to fight the Boost and Spider Guardians.
Oh, he would just look those up. Come on. That Boost Guardian's actually much easier because on the Wii version they toned down the amount of damage it can do to you, and also you have Spring Ball to dodge its attacks.
Oh, true. Are you happy that he finally beat the game? That he came back after his rage quit?
Did he beat it though?
No. No! All he did was press buttons on a controller while the game did everything for him.
Yeah. But, okay, if you were doing a 100% run of Baby Mode, you could just stand in one spot for the first phase of the Metroid Prime boss fight, and just keep shooting at it, and I'm sure you would win.
If you're trying to 100% Metroid Prime on Baby Mode, I think you could just stand by your ship and charge up your gun, and it would just draw all the power-ups to you.
Yeah.
Like, up there's all the missiles, up there's all the power bombs. You think he's ever going to touch Metroid Prime 2?
I only hope he would if he plays on Veteran, aka Normal, and not Baby Mode.
Well, maybe he
Because
will.
I'm expecting like Baby Mode is just the Dark World doesn't even hurt you.
It actually heals you. Well, maybe he would because he played Metroid Prime. He's like, okay, you know what? I played Prime. I know what I'm doing. I'll just go on Veteran.
I would love to see that. No, he'd probably do the same thing that he did with Persona 4, where he just chooses easy still, even though he knows that it's easy. It's just, I've beaten other JRPGs, so I think I've earned this. That was his excuse for doing easy on Persona 4.
Oh, that he's beaten other JRPGs, so he's earned the ability to coast through it.
In his words, he says, I think I've proven that I'm capable of beating it on normal, because I've beaten other JRPGs. No, that doesn't prove anything. By the way, I recently watched This Is How You Don't Play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, so I guess I'll stop recording now.
Alright.